Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Gold Prospecting at Home. This is episode number 148, and today we have some gold pay dirt from a longtime friend all the way back to like 2018, Tom from Tom's Randomness, or back when I knew him, first knew him, he was Tom's Gold Dirt, and yeah, he's starting to sell pay dirt again. So if you guys don't know Tom, definitely check out his YouTube channel. I'll link it down below. But I've known Tom for quite a while, fellow Army veteran and coin collector and gold prospector. So yeah, when I saw he had this for sale, I had to grab it. Now, this costs $50. There's only 1/10 of a gram of gold, but the combined value of this whole package, the reason it's still in bubble wrap is because there's some coins in here and everything's valued at $50 at least. So we're gonna open this up, take a look at the coins, and of course pan out the pay dirt. And again, Tom, awesome to see you back selling pay dirt. And yeah, first let's check out the coins. All right, the first thing I want to do is switch this over to sold items. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's actually in here. All right, first up is the bag of pay dirt, small bag, 1/10 of a gram, YouTube exclusive, number 2. There you go. So I think you had like, I don't know, 5 or 6 of these, and I was quick to grab one. And by the way, they're not going to cost $50 when you buy it. I don't think he's going to include the coins. I could be wrong, but he's selling them for $15. This one just costs $50 because of the coins. First up, we have a slabbed coin. This is a 2006 S silver proof quarter, $14 right there. And it's a PR70 decam. It's like the best you can possibly get for this coin. That's awesome. Right here we have an $18.99 Barber half dollar, valued at about $15. So we're already at about $30 value just in coins alone, and we still have a couple to go. I don't even need to use eBay. This is a 1909 Barber dime. That's $4. Now this is really nice. This is a 1963 Roosevelt dime. It is silver, and he has $3 written on here, but I think I could probably get more for that. That's a really nice coin right there. And a 1943 Philadelphia Mint Mercury dime. We have a V nickel, and we have a Buffalo nickel. So yeah, I would say we have about $40 worth of coins right there, plus 1/10 of a gram of gold, which today is valued at, let's find out. All right, so assuming we get the minimum guaranteed amount, which is 1/10 of a gram, at $2,500 per troy ounce. So yeah, about $8 worth of gold at the very minimum. So that's pretty awesome. Let's take this bag over to the panning station. We will chop it open and take a closer look at it. Okay, here it is, the Tom's Gold Dirt small bag, 1/10 gram, YouTube exclusive. Let's take a look at it in a pan. Nice, so let's rip this thing open. First of all, you can see here that it is just taped. The label is taped on. Now you gotta remember, Tom is kind of, even though he had a pay dirt business before, he's kind of starting out again, just starting from scratch. So yeah, I'll give him a pass on that. It made it in the mail. It was like triple bagged or quadruple bagged, just to make sure. So bonus points for that. All right, first thing I noticed looking down in the bag is the material is damp. I know that he collects it from a river, his gold panning place over in Ohio. So yeah, it is a little bit wet, so when we pour this out, we'll make sure we spray it out. See all the stuff left behind? Might actually have to tear the bag open to make sure we get everything. I'm gonna go ahead and rip this one open because these bags, as you can see here in the corners, stuff likes to get trapped in the bottom here. Make sure you get everything, because gold does like to go to the very bottom, so it's likely that you'd miss gold if you didn't rip this thing apart. All right, so normally when I do a pay dirt, I like to classify it dry and then remove the magnetic material. But since this is wet, there's no efficient way to remove magnetic material without accidentally trapping gold within the black sands on the magnet while it's wet. When it's dry, you don't have that problem. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and wet classify this,
and then the smallest classification, we'll dry that out and then remove the magnetic material after it's dry. So I'll bring over my trusty kitchen strainer here. Pour everything into that. We'll wet classify through the kitchen strainer. And so now we'll go ahead and we'll dry this stuff out. You can tell that there are some black sands in there. He also says in the description, which is actually just a sheet of paper, and you can pause it here and read it if you want to. He does say that the material by design is not super challenging or heavily concentrated. He wants us to find the gold. So we'll go ahead and dry it out just to see how much black sand is in here. Actually, I can see some gold right there. Looks like we have some gold in there already. All right, so to dry this material out, I'm just going to transfer it to a metal pan and then drain off the water, the excess water, and then we'll use my heat gun to heat it up and dry it out. So now to remove the magnetic material, I have a strong neodymium magnet here on the end of a nut driver with a silver dollar tube right there. I'm just going to go ahead and see how much black sand is in here, magnetic black sand anyway. Yeah, there's just a very small amount. So that whole process was kind of unnecessary, but at least now we know how much black sand's in there. I'm just going to leave it in there for the panning process, it's fine. Okay, here we have our plus and minus kitchen strainer size material. The larger stuff, quickly look for any gold nuggets. I don't know if we're going to find anything because we're only guaranteed 1/10 of a gram. So any pickers or anything is pretty unlikely. In the minus kitchen strainer here, we saw how much black sand was in here. I just added it back, and I think I just saw one little flake go by. That's fine, we'll pan this out, we'll get it all. So let's bring over Crusty Rusty. I'll add some water and a little bit of jet dry, just a drop or two. This is just a surfactant that'll break the surface tension of the water, so any really fine gold can't float away. All right, let's start off with the big stuff because I don't think we're gonna find any gold in it. You know, obvious river gravels, nice and round, all from Ohio. Not sure what creek it is, but from Ohio somewhere. Oh yeah, so there is one little piece of gold, and it's funny because it's smaller than kitchen strainer size, and even though we wet classified it, somehow it didn't go through the strainer, it stuck to one of the bigger pieces. So we do have one piece of gold so far. I'll grab that with the snuffer bottle. And then for the minus kitchen strainer, we know that there's a small amount of black sand in here, and we know there's gold. I wouldn't say it's muddy, it's just a little bit dusty. It's panning off very easily. And if anybody is interested in learning how to pan for gold, I do have a really good gold panning tutorial video. I'll link it here in the corner if you're on your PC, or in the description as well. And I think we're gonna go ahead and spin it back and see what kind of gold we got here. I can already see it popping through here at the top. Yep, awesome. We got some flakes, got some flour gold, and there's that little bit of black sand that we left in there. Awesome. All right, very easy to pan actually, even though there's some fine flour gold, surprisingly easy to pan. Wow, 0.17, 0.18. That's really good.
All right, 0.18 grams. Let's go ahead and start over here. So we've got 0.18. We're gonna call it 24 karat purity because if you guys didn't already know, if you have natural placer gold just like this, there are Paydirt vendors like myself that will pay up to 24 karat purity for it. If you want to check, if you have gold and you want to sell it, check out kleshgold.com and I'll send you a free quote and buy your gold. And so, let's see. So we've got 0.18 grams, $14.47 worth of gold in a $15 bag of pay dirt from Tom's Gold Dirt. So that's pretty awesome. Tom, thanks a lot for coming back into the pay dirt scene. You've been missed. It's good hearing from you again. And by the way, he did know, out of full transparency, he did know he was sending it to me. But I also told him to make sure, and I trust him 100%. I told him to make sure to give me exactly what anybody else can expect to get. So I can personally vouch for Tom. You're gonna get what he says and more. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed and you're interested in treasure hunting, definitely subscribe. I put out videos like that all the time, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. If you're still here, you're one of the 42% that actually watched the entire video, so thanks so much for that. It really helps the show. Also, huge thanks to all of my Patreon supporters and channel members scrolling right here. If you like this video, definitely consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and also checking out the video I have linked right over there. It's very relevant to what you just watched, and thanks for watching.